This is Finn McMissile, here to showcase Yoshilover1800's plush collection. Before we start, I just wanted to say that I, or Yoshilover1800, cannot tell what brand manufactured the following plushies, obviously because he doesn't know or remember. So let's get started. Let's start with Category 1, plushies that Yoshilover1800 uses for a series. For example, Plush Island. First up, we have Yoshi. I'm the best host ever! Origin, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Whoa, that's a lot of words. Next is Dr. Mario. Eat your pills. Origin, Dr. Mario on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Only the best game ever made. Yahoo! Next up is Lakitu, or Lakitu, whatever you want to call him. Hey you, get off my cloud. Ugh. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next, the first boot of the new and improved Plush Island. Bowser. Wait, where am I? Oh! Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh, a classic. Next up is Black Yoshi. Hello. Origin, Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64. Next up is me, Big Turtle Jr., the best contestant ever. My team will regret eliminating me. Fun fact, this is the only Squishmallow that Yoshilover1800 owns. I'm so lonely. Next up is Baldi. He used to come with a ruler, but we snapped it off. If only I still had that. Origin, Baldi's Basics in Education and Learning on the PC. Next up is Classic Mickey. Origin, actually not Steamboat Willie. He didn't get his gloves until the 1929 cartoon, The Opry House. Next is Fufa. She originated in a kids show called Yo Gabba Gabba on Nick Jr. Next up is Diddy Kong. Ooh, he has a long tail. Origin, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Meow. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tom. First appearance, Tom and Jerry, specifically in the first ever episode, obviously. Puss gets the boot. Fun fact, his name used to be Jasper. Next up is everyone's favorite character, Dry Bones. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Metal Mario. First appearance, Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. Woohoo! Next up is Sheep. Origin, Minecraft. Bah. Next up is the red porcupine on the block with the rough chest, Knuckles the Echidna. First appearance, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 on the Sega Genesis, also known as the Sega Mega Drive in other regions. Yeah, who asked you? Next up is the cute and lovable Grover. He first debuted, actually not in Sesame Street. He first appeared on the Ed Sullivan Show in 1967. He used to be green at the time, but it wasn't until 1970 where he got his current color, blue. Next up is Silver the Hedgehog. Yeah! He first debuted in a video game called Sonic the Hedgehog. Not the 1991 original, but the 2006 version on the Xbox 360. Ah, the Xbox 360. A legendary console. Yeah, get out of here. Next is him. What's going on down there? Has Andy's mom lost her marbles? He first appeared in the 1995 Pixar film Toy Story. Oof. Next is Bat. Look at his wings. They're big for a small plush. Anyways, Bat first appeared in Minecraft. Next is Wario. Look at his tiny legs. Origin, Super Mario Land 2 on the Game Boy. Next up is Sans. Look at me. I'm overrated. Ugh. First appearance, Undertale on the PC. Such a classic. Get out of here. Next is Hello, Larry Koopa. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. The best Mario game in the franchise, bro. You've got to play it. Yeah, get out of here. Next up is Hacha! Princess Toadstool. Peach. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. But she didn't get this design until Super Mario 64 came out in 1996. Although he may not be a plush, here's Animal's pig. He makes a noise when you squeeze him. Next up is Meta. Wee-hoo! First appearance. Actually, in the Cars video game on the PlayStation 2. Next up is Red Yoshi. Origin, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow, that's a lot of words. Next up is Iggy Koopa. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Foghorn Leghorn. Boy, I say boy. He first appeared in the 1947 Looney Tunes episode, Walkie, Talkie, Hawkie. Next up is Shadow the Hedgehog. Dan. Origin, Sonic Adventure 2 on the Sega Dreamcast. Next up, Walden. Yes. He first appeared in the 2006 cartoon, Wow Wow Wubsy, on Nick Jr. Next up is Jerry Mouse. And just like Tom, he first debuted in the first ever Tom and Jerry episode. Obviously, Puss Gets the Butts. Fun fact, Jerry's name was originally Jinx, but they changed it to Jerry. Like, seriously, who would ever name their mouse Jinx? That's stupid. Yeah, get out of here. Next up is Minnie Mouse. Origin, Steamboat Willie. But Minnie didn't get her red dress in the 1942 Disney cartoon Mickey's Birthday Party. Next up is, Mewtwo, specifically in his Mega form. Now, Mewtwo originated in Pokemon Red on the Game Boy, but he didn't get his, Mega form until Pokemon Y, because that's where Mega forms were introduced in the Pokemon series. Yeah. Next up is Creeper. Oh man. Origin, Minecraft. Next up is Blue Yoshi. Origin, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow, that's a lot of words. Next up is it's a me. Mario. Origin, Donkey Kong on arcade. But Mario didn't get this design until Super Mario World came out on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow, that's a lot of words. Yeah, get out of here. That's getting old. Next up is Waluigi. Origin, Mario Tennis on the Nintendo 64. Wow, look at how tall I am. Next is Yoshilover1800's personal favorite, Earmuff Pig. Origins, Angry Birds Seasons. Wait, I first appeared in Angry Birds Seasons? I thought I first appeared in the original Angry Birds game. Yeah, get out of here. Ugh. Next up is, White Yoshi. You're here? Yeah, shut up. Origin, Yoshi's Story on the Nintendo 64. An absolute classic. The best video game ever made. Just trust me, it's that good. Shut up already. What? Next up, the leader of the Koopalings, and apparently I share the same voice as him. Tee-hee. Ludwig von Koopa. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Oh. Next up is the star in the show, King DDD. That's the name you should know. Look at my cape. It's sexy. You finished talking? Yes? Good. Origins, Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. Yep. Next up is Luigi. Hiya! Origin, Mario Brothers. But actually not on the arcade, but on the Game & Watch. Fun fact, Luigi and Yoshilover1800 share the same birthday. Oh, I didn't know that. Next is the fastest thing alive. You know his name. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah! Woo! Origin, actually on Rad Mobile on the arcade, but everyone knows he made his first playable appearance in Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis, also known as the Mega Drive in other regions. Yeah, get out of here. Next is Donkey Kong. Look at his cute tie. Origin, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Okay. Next up is Koopa. Yeah, dude. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Ooh, it's a classic. Next is Funtime Foxy. Origin. Actually, Five Nights at Freddy's World, although her design looks similar to her Five Nights at Freddy's sister location counterpart. Next up is Yoshilover1800's favorite Pixar character, Mike Wazowski. How are you doing? Origin. Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc., released in 2001. Next is Sorcerer Mickey, or as we like to call him, Wizard Mickey. It's literally the same thing. Origin. Disney's Fantasia, released in 1940. Next up is Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit. I'm the coolest rabbit around. Origin. Oswald's Trolley Troubles, released in 1927. He didn't get his blue pants until the video game Epic Mickey, released on the Nintendo Wii in 2010. Such an epic game. You should play it. I suggest it. Now this character is everything. He's all you ever wanted. It's Mennonite. Come. Origin. Kirby's Adventure on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is the pink puffball with hair, Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff. Origin. Pokemon Red on Game Boy. Next up is Get Out the Way, Chumps, Roy Koopa. Yoshilover1800's second favorite Koopaling. You know it. Origin. Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Count Von Count. Origin. Sesame Street. Next up is alright, Tails the Fox, Sonic's trusty sidekick. Origin. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Sega Game Gear and Master System. Next up is Hop, 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 Max the Bunny. Origin. Actually in a book called Max and Ruby in Pandora's Box, written by Rosemary Wells. Next is Hi. Is Kirby. Origin. Kirby's Dream Land on the Game Boy. Now for these next set of plushies. They have competed in Season 1 of Plush Island, but didn't return in the new and improved Plush Island. First off, we have Big Pig. He's the largest contestant in Season 1. Origin. Angry Birds Space. Next, we have Kermit the Frog. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Fun fact, Kermit actually got his start in commercials. Yes, that's true. Next up, we have Tweety Bird. He comes with a cap. Origin. In the 1942 cartoon, A Tale of Two Kitties. Next up is Timon the Meerkat. He has his hula outfit. Hula! Origin. Lion King. Made in 1994. An excellent movie. Next up is Cookie Monster. He actually debuted in a Wheels, Crowns, and Flutes commercial as the Wheel Stealer. But He is more well known in Sesame Street. Next up, we have Baby Piggy and her partner in crime, Baby Mushroom. They both first appeared in Minecraft, obviously. Next up, we have Zombie. Please, can I have your brains, please? Origin, also in Minecraft. Okay, now, these next three plushies were contestants on the original Plush Island, but they were also contestants in Sylvester's Revenge. For instance, Minion Pig. But we nicknamed him to Pig number 4. Origin, Angry Birds. Next is Daffy Duck, the winner of Sylvester's Revenge Season 2. Origin, in the 1937 cartoon Porky's Duck Hunt. Wait, Duck Hunt? Oh crap. Next up is Sylvester the Cat. Origin, in the 1945 cartoon Life with Feathers. Oosh. Okay, now we get to the plushies who participated in a season of Sylvester's Revenge. Because yes, Sylvester's Revenge actually had 2 seasons, just like Plush Island. Anyways, here's Elmo. We have 2 other Elmo plushies. Origin, Sesame Street, of course. Next up is Wubsy. Wow! And Widget. No problemo. And just like Walden, they originated in the show Wow Wow Wubsy on Nick Jr. Next up, we have Phineas! As you can plainly see, his pants keeps on falling down. Ugh, it happens every time. Origin, on the Disney Channel show Phineas and Ferb. Next up, we have Mickey. And just like Elmo, we have more Mickey Mouse plushies where that came from. Anyways, this is a Hallmark plush that we got from a store. Next up, we have Hey Howdy Hey, Sheriff Woody. Yeah. Origin, Toy Story, made by Disney Pixar. Next up is Simon the Chipmunk. He used to come in a blue coat, but we ripped it off accidentally. Origin, The Albert Show by Bagdasarian Productions. I don't know how to pronounce that. Next, we have Plex. And just like Fufa, he debuted in Yo Gabba Gabba on Nick Jr. Next up, we have Puppy Dog. Just like Animal's Pig, Puppy Dog has no origin. Next is Bugs Bunny, and although people may say that he first appeared in the 1939 cartoon Porky's Hare Hunt, but Yoshilover1800 would say that he first appeared in the 1940 cartoon A Wild Hare. Nah, what's up, Doc? Next is Curious George. He used to have his shirt, but we took it off. But don't worry, we didn't rip it or anything. Anyways, Curious George's origin is not actually his own books. Instead, he debuted in another book called Cecily G and the 9 Monkeys. Next is Chewbacca Bird. Origin, Angry Birds Star Wars, on mobile. But the character he's based off of first appeared in the original Star Wars movie. Next up, we have the once sane, ugh, but now crazy Super Y. And Super Y debuted in the show with the same name, Super Y. Next up is Mr. Wheezy. Origin, Toy Story 2, made by Disney and Pixar. Next up, we have Duke, the dog. Duke has no origins. He's just a beanie baby. Same thing applies for Max, the dog. Fun fact, Max is autistic. Yeah, that's right. Autism is power. Next is Shrek. Shrek's origin is the movie with the same name, created by DreamWorks. Next up is the host of Sylvester's Revenge Season 2, and also Mike's brother. Mike, how are you doing? Although he is a smaller version of Mike Wazowski, but again, they are not the same person. Next up is Mike's co-host from Sylvester's Revenge Season 1. And he's very famous, as you can tell. That's Pikachu. Origin, Pokemon Red on the Game Boy. Say the line, Pikachu. Pika Pika! Oh yeah. Now, we move on to the villains of the new and improved Plush Island. And who better start with Yellow Yoshi. New and improved Plush Island, you will be mine. Origin, Super Mario World on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wow, that's a lot of words. Alright already. Next up, we have Kevin the Kangaroo. Boing, boing, boing. His name used to be Pouch, but we decided to give him the name Kevin. As you can tell, he is a beanie baby, just like Duke the dog and Max the dog. Next up is this duck puppet. We decided to give it the name Tiffy. She isn't a plush, but rather a duck puppet, as I already told you. Plus, she does not have an origin. Next is, hi, Pinkie Pie. Origin, My Little Pony, friendship is magic. I came all this way with my zipper open. But come on, Pinkie Pie, back in here. No! Pop! She's finally contained. Once and for all. Oh, we forgot about this character from Sylvester's Revenge Season 2. Here is Ladybug. Ladybug does not have an origin. Next up is the only antagonist in Sylvester's Revenge Season 2, Fredbear. His design is based off Golden Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's on PC, but Fredbear's name originated from Five Nights at Freddy's 4 on PC. Next up is Ocelot, and we can see him being a potential villain for the way he acted on our Minecraft movie short. Anyways, Ocelot's origin is Minecraft. Next up, we have plush characters that appeared at least one time in the new and improved Plush Island. First is Buzz Lightyear. As you can see, he is wearing off.
That is sad.
His wings on his jetpack are kinda small. Origin, Disney Pixar's Toy Story. Next up is
Yee-haw!
Applejack.
How y'all doing?
Origin, My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. Next is
Hello.
Steve.
I'm so frickin' big. Look at me.
Origin, Minecraft, obviously.
You bet.
Next is Papyrus. Origin, Undertale on PC. Next is Toon Link, or just Link. I'm so awesome. Origin, I think The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker on the Nintendo GameCube. Next up is one of the plushies that we finally got after all these years. It is Metal Sonic. Origin, Sonic CD. Next is Oscar the Grouch. Origin, Sesame Street. Fun fact, Oscar used to be orange for a few episodes.
Yeah, they already know that.
Next up is Lemmy Koopa. Look at how small he is. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Oh my goodness, that game is so good.
Next is Morton Koopa Jr. As you can see, you can open and close his mouth. And his origin is also Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Minecraft Pig. Origin. Well, duh, Minecraft, of course. Next up is Cream the Rabbit. Origin, Sonic Advance 2 on the Game Boy Advance. Next up is Dr. Eggman. As you can see, you can put his goggles on and off. Origin, Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis.
Also known as the Mega Drive in other regions.
Yeah, who asked? Whoa! Next up is Squidward. Origin, SpongeBob SquarePants on Nickelodeon. Next up is Enderman. Origin, Minecraft. Next up is Skeleton. Origin, also in Minecraft. Next up is Bowser Jr.
Ha!
Origin, Super Mario Sunshine on the Nintendo GameCube. Next up is Donald Duck.
Hello there.
Origin, actually not in a Mickey Mouse cartoon. He first debuted in another Disney cartoon called The Wise Little Hen, made in 1934. Now then, we have two more characters that made at least one cameo in Sylvester's Revenge Season 2. For instance, Eeyore. Eeyore originated in a book called Winnie the Pooh, created by A.A. Milne. Then there's El Macho, the Masked Pickle Wrestler. Quite a long name. Origin, Cats vs. Pickles. He's so fun to juggle. Keep it up. Ah, you messed up. And now, we have some plushies that were supposed to be potential contestants on the new and improved Plush Island. But, then again, Episode 1D is not canon. Anyway, here's another Elmo plush. And here is another Mickey Mouse plush. Oh boy! Fun fact, Mickey Mouse did not get his red shorts until the 1940s. Next up is SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob's origin is in a TV show with the same name, SpongeBob SquarePants. It's quite popular, you know. Next is Toad. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, but he didn't get his coat until, I don't know, Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo, I think. Just correct me on that if you can. Next up is Wendy O. Koopa, the only girl Koopaling. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is Thanos. Look at his Infinity Gauntlet. Origin in the Marvel comic Invincible Iron Man number 55. Next up is Daisy Duck. She first appeared in the 1937 Disney cartoon Don Donald. Next up is Amy Rose. Origin, Sonic CD. Next is Zombie Pigman. Origin, Minecraft. And now for the plushies who have been teased. First, Birdo. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 2, the American version, on Nintendo Entertainment System. Next is Kamek. Origin, Super Mario World, on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Whoa, that's a lot of words. Enough of that already. Next is Inky, the Ghost. Origin, Pac-Man on arcade. And now we have some plushies who have not yet made an appearance in a Yoshilover1800 video or short. First is the green bird named Hal. He has a very, very long beak.
Yeah, obviously.
Origin, Angry Birds. Next up, we have a snake plush. Right now, he takes the role as Kaa, 'cause look at him. He looks like Kaa from the Jungle Book. And this is the longest plushie we have ever owned. Look, he has some bells in his tail, kind of like a rattlesnake. Next up, we have
Sometimes I just scare myself.
James P. Sullivan. Look at him. He's a very, very big fella. Origin, Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc. Next, we have Iron Golem. Origin, Minecraft. Next is Pink Yoshi, currently the smallest Yoshi plush we've owned. Origin, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is apparently Yoshilover1800's least favorite Mario princess, Princess Daisy. Hi, I'm Daisy! Origin, Super Mario Land, on the Nintendo Game Boy. Next up, we have the Baby Brothers, Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. Their origin is Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, but they didn't get their overalls until Mario Kart Double Dash, I think. Speaking of Mario Kart Double Dash, we have Toadette, and that seems to be her origin. I'm the best! Next up is Piranha Plant. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System, but the Piranha Plant didn't get a red design until Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels on Famicom Disk System. Next up is Rosalina. Origin, Super Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Wii. Next up is the one and only Lightning McQueen. Ka-chow! And just like Maida, he originated in the Cars video game on PS2. Yeah. Next up, we have two colored toads, Blue Toad and Yellow Toad. I don't exactly know their origin, but they made their playable appearance in New Super Mario Bros. Wii on the Nintendo Wii. Next up is Koopa Paratroopa. Origin, Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up is the Boo Diddley. Origin, Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Next up, we have Plankton. Origin, SpongeBob SquarePants on Nickelodeon. Next up is Garfield. Now, Garfield's origin is in a comic strip with the same name. Yeah. Next up, we have Odie. Doesn't taste good. Origin in the Garfield comics. And now we have the only plush that appeared in a short. Candace Flynn. Twerp. Origin, Phineas and Ferb on the Disney Channel. And that wraps up part 1 of our... Wait, who is that? Oh. There's only one plush left, and that's Germany Ball. Even though Yoshilover1800 is Italian-American, he just loves Poland Ball comics. But that leads to the question, is Germany Ball bouncy? Sort of. And this sort of wraps up part 1 of Yoshilover1800's plush collection. Yoshilover1800 has a lot more plushies than the ones we've covered, so stay tuned for part 2 of Yoshilover1800's plush collection. See ya. Subscribe! Wah. Also remember, share, share, share. And cool guys, don't get blocked. See ya.